What's going on, y'all? Y'all watching another episode of UTV, the TV you can feel and see. And what we came to talk about here in today's video, they did actually update and upload a new file on the database for the O Block 5 RICO slash murder trial of FBG. Now check it out. The defense of the O Block 5 is getting very aggressive. The motions that they put in yesterday is to try to basically render off the racketeering charges so they won't be facing the RICO. You know what I'm saying? They still will be facing murder, but they trying to get that RICO off the situation by getting off certain identification testimonies that tag along, y'all, stuff that actually tie this whole thing into a RICO. So yesterday I updated y'all on the new stuff that we found out, about Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 3 has been revealed yesterday. Okay. They put their initials next to the name. And the reason how we know these as initials is because of Scud baby mama initials is TH. So it was a coincidence. So I'm gonna fill y'all in on that, and I'm gonna show y'all the new motions that was placed and the aggressiveness that the defense attorneys is on right now. If these motions get passed, the old Block 5 is no longer looking at a RICO, man. No longer looking at the death penalties or anything like that. So these motions that went in on the 25th is very aggressive. We're gonna talk about it. Also on the 25th, the government put in some motions as well for Facebook and some other stuff. I'm gonna show y'all that too. But before we get into it, man, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe too, man. Like I said before, I'm gonna keep y'all up to date with every fake case filing that come in on this case, man. So with that being said, let's dive the right fuck into it real quick. Now here we go. Now, as y'all all know, all y'all got to do is go to courtlistener.com, right? And you can get all this. Now, people might try to say that this is fake. Anybody names that's involved in this might say it's fake without the wham. But just to let y'all know, in order to get access to this information, when you do go to this website, you're gonna have to present your ID, show a screenshot with what you hold in your ID. Not only that, it's gonna take 5 days. They're gonna have to mail you something in the mail, the code. And it's gonna take about 5 to 10 days for that to come in the mail. Then you put in the code, and then you get access to this. But it does cost money to access these files, y'all. So again, this is 100% legit. You know what I'm saying? You even got signed documents by federal judges, bro, and attorneys. So all that this fake, this some fake stuff. Like you can't take that route. No, not taking that route. But anyway, y'all, as y'all all know, Seti Nash had updated the 4th. I had came through with the 9th. I came through with the 11th. Now they just dropped the 25th. 3 of them. Yesterday we went over these 2. And then they dropped this one a couple hours after I dropped my video. But I'm going to just refresh y'all on this one. Now, yesterday, as y'all all know, they dropped Trench's news and Butter name in the case for Cooperator 1 and Cooperator 3. In case y'all don't know, MW is Cooperator 1. That is Martell Wiley, which is Trench's news real name, y'all. Trench's news real name is Martell Wiley. So I'm going to plug in the names in this just to refresh y'all. I don't know why none of the big blogs is talking about this. Everybody was talking about it when it was just Cooperator. Now they got these niggas' initials in it. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. That's crazy. But here it is. Individual Martell Wiley is a confidential source or informant for the government. Although details have not yet been provided to the defense, it appears that Martell Wiley has been paid for the information he has provided in the case. Martell Wiley claims that he is a member of the Black Disciples, which Swipe is, and that he lived in the Parkway Gardens between 2006 and 7 all the way up to 2011, which Swipe said, nigga. And what's crazy, Swipe, at first it was just Cooperator, my nigga. Now it has your initials, Martell Wiley. So like you said, out of all the 500 people that lived in O Block in between that time, what is the chances that they shit is Martell Wiley? Come on now, Trench. It's Martell Wiley. That's your real name. This is the exact same shit before they even put your initials on here, Swipe. Trench's News. Before they even put your initials on here, everybody was just going off of with the story that you told us that it fit into play. But now that they put your initials in this, Swipe, what can you say now, dog? But it says, Martell Wiley claims that he is a member of the Black Disciples and lived in Parkway Gardens from around 2006, 2007 through 2011, when he had to leave because of falling out with the some of the old Black Disciples, and he was supposedly left Chicago. Now, y'all don't know, Swipe was into it with the old Block niggas. I wouldn't say into it, but he was doing shots at them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So around 2014, 2015, and all that shit. So it does make sense. He did move out Parkway Gardens. The prosecutor showed him the tape, and he basically identified Muwap. He said this: the prosecutor repeatedly stopped and started the video Martell Wiley's attention to certain images. Martell Wiley testified that the images of the black male in the video at the 2-minute and 51-second mark and the 4-minute and 28-second mark is Muwap. So he told them boys that's Muwap. Now listen. Now, if y'all not paying attention to what Trench's News is doing, he's saying that the next people for them to get on their ass is Dirk, and I forgot the other name. But you know why he's saying that? Because he pit Dirk on them. The reason why Trench's News say shit and shit play out how he said, because he is working with the people, y'all. So when he said they might be coming after Dirk next, nigga, they is coming after Dirk next. You want me to tell you why? Because Trench's News pit them on Dirk. Trench's News is going to take all the glory when they come after Dirk, y'all. Because he told us about it ahead of time. But how did he know about it? Because he is the informant that is pitting the 12s on Dirk. That is why Trench's News, when he say something about somebody gonna go to jail, this and that, without the wham, and it happens, that's because he told on them, boy. That is why Trench's News blew up the way the fuck he did. That's why everything he say actually plays out. Why you think Truth Teller went on there and said, Trench's News tell me shit before it even happens? I swear to God, Trench's News, dude just said that, y'all. And it's all making sense. Why is this nigga able to tell us shit before shit even play out? Because Martell Wiley is a confidential source or informant to the government. Stop supporting Trench's News, man. He is getting these niggas locked up. Now listen. Now Butter situation, which is Raheem Wilton, which was Cooperator number 3. Now when I plug in Raheem Wilton, it makes motherfucking sense. Now listen to this. This was Cooperator 3. Individual Raheem Wilton is a member of the STL Gangster Disciple. Raheem Wilton testified before the grand jury that the Gangster Disciples are arriving with O-Block. Raheem Wilton's sister, Jakira Barnes, was a self-proclaimed teenage assassin for the Gangster Disciple, and that his sister ambushed, shot, and murdered O.D. Perry on August 11, 2011, when Barnes was just 14 years old. Raheem Wilton was present when his sister was shot and killed on April 11, 2014, when she was 17 years old. Raheem Wilton was also shot in the incident. Raheem Wilton did not cooperate with the law enforcement in the investigation into who shot and killed his sister, because that was not what his gang wanted to do. Rather, the gang wanted to retaliate in their own way. Carlton Wigley was a member of the STL Gangster Disciple. And then this was crazy though. And it really do point more to Butter, because y'all know Butter caught that pipe case in 2022, man. So listen to this, y'all. Raheem Wilton indicated to the grand jury on March 22nd, 2022, that he has a case pending in the Circuit Court of Cook County for the possession of a gun. Raheem Wilton claimed that he was cooperating in this case without any consideration in the pending gun case because this wasn't my gun. Even though Rakeem Wilton admitted that law enforcement officials recovered a gun in his possession. So basically, what the defense, which is the O Block 5, is trying to do here is get out of trying to take Butter statement and testimony out and Trench's news. Because they is actually relaying some information that these niggas is a full-fledged gang. Part of that information is that when Trench's talked right here, Trench, he's a confidential source informant. He say was not a witness to any activity on the. So reason why they trying to get out Trench's news shit because Trench's news ain't witnessed Duck murder. Trench's news wasn't around when Duck died. Trench's news, you know what I'm saying? He ain't see Muwap them running through the stairs or none of that. He ain't witnessing anything happen on the day of Duck dying. So Trench's news, testimony, or anything he has to say shouldn't be heard. But some of the stuff that he is saying is basically putting O Block into the racketeering phase because he was a part of that shit. And claims that he was a member of the Black Disciples and he lived in Parkway Gardens between 2006 all the way up to 2011. Yeah, Muwap was a child, but still, you still even have information of this O Block fraction being a gang. And then that's when they add the other shit to it to add it into racketeering. At first, they gotta, like they doing Young Thug, they gotta prove again that this is a gang. That is their first step. So here, MW, y'all know, now what Butter told them that actually make them a gang, claimed that he was cooperating the case, whoop-de-whoop, prosecutors. Okay, so basically on August 28th, basically Butter wasn't there to see any of this either. On August, Rakeem Wilton was not a witness to any activity on August 4th, 2020 at Parkway Gardens, nor was he present at the location on that date. In addition, Rakeem Wilton was not a witness to the murder of Carlton Weekly on Oak Street, nor was Rakeem Wilton at the Oak Street location on August 4th, 2020. Moreover, Rakeem Wilton did not identify Marcus Smart from the video as being at or one of the shooters at the Oak Street location on August 4th. So basically, they're trying to rule out if a witness is not testifying as an expert testimony or in form of an opinion is limited. Okay, so basically, they're trying to skim off Butter's and everybody's shit, not just Butter and Trench's news. And the reason why we know these are, again, initials is because TH is Los Baby Mama initials, y'all. TH claims to have spent time at the Parkway Gardens. TH was interviewed by FBI agents at her residence. The topic of the interview was defendant Orford in the Ford Fusion that the government alleged was one of the two vehicles of the shooting on Oak Street. So we know for 100% fact, a 10,000% fact, a 1,000,000% fact that these are initials because that's Scud Baby Mama initials. And when we plug in the initials of Martell Wiley, which is your boy Swipe, it all plays into what we already thought and assumed. Is that a coinkydink? They're not putting these random numbers, letters next to this information, y'all. They would just use numbers. These are actual initials. Martell Wiley, and so happened RW, which is Butter's initials, and that person is a member of the STL Gangster Disciples, not just any GD from the city, STL 63rd. And it's just so happened that the RW got shot with Kyra when she died. And it's just so crazy that the RW know about Kyra killing OD. Now we 100% know that it's either went two ways, man. Butter either told on the dead man or this. Butter told when he was in there with Lil J, or he told when King Von was alive. But Butter testimony alone probably wasn't enough evidence. So when Von died, Von isn't there to fight it anymore. So the little evidence they had, they can run with it, close the case. It's probably an election coming up or something. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they trying to close all these cold cases, man. So again, it happened either two ways. Butter either told on a dead man, or again, Butter told while he was alive, and his testimony alone wasn't enough evidence, or Butter wasn't 100% cooperating like they said. And then after he died, it was enough. But a little statement was enough. You know what I'm saying? Since he couldn't fight it, it was enough. You know what I'm saying? For them to actually charge him, close the story, boom, case closed type shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me, man, Butter might as well come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I told on the dead man without the wham. People already done told y'all I told on the dead man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the nigga was dead, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody go to jail behind it. I told on him what you niggas gonna do about it. Best way to save face right at this point, you know what I'm saying? But going off saying that wasn't me makes it seems as though that you played 100% backdoor snitch, Alex snitch shit in that shit, man. Like, ain't no way you can't say this is you. This is not you anymore, Butter or Trench's News. It's no way y'all can't say this ain't y'all. MW is Martell Wiley, and RW is Raheem Wilson. RW is an STL gangster disciple, and MW stayed in the Parkway Gardens around the time Swipe did, and left around the time Swipe did. And again, y'all, just like Truth Teller said, Trench's News tell me shit before it even happened. So when this nigga went on that whole rampage that OTF and Dirk next, nigga, he's telling us that's because that's what he has in the works. That's what his close friends in the government that he's relaying this information to has in the works. That's what Swipe is currently putting together. So when it all happens, Swipe gonna look like, I told y'all so. But why did you know, Swipe? Because you put the whole play together, fool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So let's try to get this video out, man. I don't know why none of the big videos, SETI National ain't covered this yet. You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all before, y'all gonna hear all the duck case files here on my channel first, because I'm on it. But again, they even put some bullshit in here. Says JoJo, a man was sick multiple times. This is sister. Oh, that's some other stuff. Those are statutes of other cases that happen. But like I said before, I'm gonna show y'all the other case, the other file. We already went through these two yesterday, but the other one that they dropped later came real late at 11:55 p.m. So late last night, y'all. But basically, this is the government's motion, and what they putting in motions to basically do is get certain subpoenas for people to present at court. Now, as y'all can see here, there's just a little your digs, as you can see here. Governments exhibit a completion video of approximately 50 different video clips or still images of surveillance footage, numerous Chicago Police Department's observation, which is pods, y'all. I know them cameras on every motherfucking your digs. More specifically, the compilation video made using a program called Camtasia. Camtasia summarized video footage from August 4th, 2020 from approximately 2022. Different pod cameras, 3 different addresses on Oak Street, and approximately 8 different cameras located at Parkway Gardens. Damn. Okay. It captures defendants at Parkway Gardens, their travel from Parkway Gardens to Oak Street, portions of Oak Street, the shooting, and the defendant's flight after the shooting. The government intends to call a CPD officer who created the compilation video using the voluminous video footage described above, as well as the officers who collected the inventoried the different video recordings. Ruling 1006 allows the use of summary chart calculations to prove content. So this is the stature that they're basically saying they can use it. The video is appropriate So basically, that statute defendants through counsel first received all underlying video recordings. So can they receive that quite early? Defendant Liggins and Thomas objects to labels and arrows applied to the compilation video that are not present in the underlying recordings. Specifically, the compilation video contains labels and markings added by CPD officers who created the compilation video to summarize the data reflected the recordings. These labels include the location of the angles, whoop-de-woo, that's just a whole bunch of filler. It also contains information about the events reflected in the underlying recordings, such as fusion pulls in, driver exits, and approximately 10 minutes later, at the time, the confirmation video also includes arrows pointing out the defendants or defendants' vehicles, still images. This is not improper. The information added, so basically they're putting in motions that their evidence should be presented. And these are the statutes. So basically that's that. And then here is the motions of the people that they're going to be bringing into court. They got a lot of people coming from Meta. And look, for people to say that this shit is fake, bro, like, come on now. These are they even got people from Facebook motioning people from Facebook, and here are their signatures, bro. Read this. I'm an employee of Facebook in Menlo Park, California. I am a duly authorized custodian of records for Facebook, and I'm qualified to certify Facebook domestic records of regularly conducted activity. So they are subpoenaing people that work at Facebook. I am a duly authorized custodian of records for Meta Platforms, which is the parent company of Facebook. And so with that being said, y'all, this ain't no fucking fake shit. So for anybody to say that this fake, I just gave y'all the website to get the info. But y'all, it's gonna take 5 days for them to mail y'all the code. But still though, y'all will be able to get this same info. But as y'all can see here, they actually put those names next to it, y'all. So yeah, swipe, you got some explaining to do. I talked to Butter on FaceTime yesterday, man. And let's say, man, I'm gonna try to get him on the channel, man, so he can explain what the fuck's really going on. Because if you told on the dead, man, all right, cool. You told on the dead, man. Everything that you said, basically, you know what I'm saying? But it is getting Buddy and them in the gym. But at the same time, nigga, you come out there and be like, yeah, nigga, I told, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it? Fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? What can somebody say? You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. That's all. And like I said before, if y'all do want to stay up to date with these case files, all you got to do, subscribe. Make sure all post notifications are set to all so you will be alerted each and every time I create one of these videos. And I'm gone.